Hey YouTube fans! Okay, so here's a daily update. Get this. My yesterday's video on saying that my commando from Star Wars: The Republic, Jumper, how he's back and how he's getting back in the game and all that stuff, well, now he's even greater. Because in that video I had 78,000 something. By the end of that day, it was like, I don't know, it might have been like, I think it was like, I don't know when. It was like when I was done with all those missions, because I did the Ord Mantell and I did the Fuel in Coruscant. By the time I was done with all that stuff and any low level gear I didn't want, I sold it. Any gear that I got from the different quests that was good, I equipped it. I'm up to like 37,000. I don't know how much health I have. I wrote down like on a little sheet of paper, but I ended up throwing that away when the because I believe it was like 36,577. I circled it because that was the highest so far. I'm like, ooh, it's really good. This is gonna be good. And that was at level 60 after equipping a bunch of random gear and random drops. Now, and then a bunch of other stuff happened. I equipped some new gear, some other gear, yada yada yada. Maybe like from the Coruscant missions, really good by the way. Actually, I do recommend that as you like level up, by the time you are done with your class story missions, like when you're done and there's no more story missions, like for your class, like you have the main storyline and then you have your side quests, do the heroics because normally the heroic would give you, like the low level gear for that planet. That's what it used to do in the past. Now it's like it all was like high powered gear. I'm like, dude, that's why I made the video. It's like, oh my god, it was like level 55 gear, but it improved me so much. Granted, I'm looking for a bit different body type armor, because I had like the basic, pants so it would look like that, like the little felt material, and a giant hulking like armor. It's weird. It looks a little weird, but I also got like a awkward helmet piece for it, which is why I kind of use the character sheet armor change, so I still have the same stats but different uniform. So, anywho, I'm possibly up to about 100. No, I think I'm up to, I don't know, because I was nearly almost up to 350,000, which is the max for non-subscribers. Which I used to be a subscriber, but then subscription ended. So yada yada yada. Sad story. Blah. Anyway, I was almost up to it. Really cool, by the way. I actually bought like a ton of like rifles and different stuff for my character because this would be the fourth command like trooper class I've added to the MEU Marine Expeditionary Unit. Fun guild, very fun guild. We did a raid last night on Hoth, as you can see from my eye bags, right there and there. I had fun. But anywho, thank you. Anywho, no. Just give me the camera. Anywho, before the raid, I went down to like 170,000 after buying a couple stuff, selling a few things, buying some more things, selling some stuff. So after that, I was down to 170,000 something, and then all the guild raid. They're like, we took on the White Maw gang on Hoth, and each of us made our own little bets. The top bet that we all agreed on was that because in the area we were in, Imperial class missions should also be there. So, so we all bet that the chances of us seeing an Imperial player are the chances of us all winning the lottery. So the leader says, "Well, if you see an Imperial player, go buy a go buy a piece of lottery tickets. Go buy some lottery tickets, cause we could win." And trust me, if that game's gonna keep going for years, I want the money, cause I will subscribe if I can, which would be like, actually, I need a really good paying job, like millions of dollars, to be a subscriber. Yesterday I also bought the digital deluxe upgrade pack, so you get like the training droid, the holo dancer, the camera that takes screenshots for your game automatically, apparently, which is kind of weird. And then you get a speeder, and also my favorite thing. Now, I've tried out the speeder. It's a little bit slow, but it's okay. Oh, before I continue, speaking of speeders, the Ulysses Flashpoint, the Coruscant transport thing, get this. Originally, when I first joined, it would either give you armor or XP or an XP boost with some armor and all that stuff. It gave you like different like gear and rewards and all that stuff, some credits, all that stuff. Now instead of that, it gives you a speeder. So now you don't have to go to the speeder vendor. It gives you the Lohan Duster. Personally, I think that's like kind of cool because it's like when I first reached level 20 and I had 10,000 credits, I'm like, I was on Terrace at the moment. I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, that can actually come in handy. Hold on. Okay, I didn't reach level 20 on Terrace. I had reached level 20 before then, obviously, because otherwise I'd be screwed. Very weak, though, actually. So, anywho, like, I reached it. I was on Terrace when I bought my first speeder. It was the Urban Key Striker. It's the one that looks like a bunch of angles and triangles. Then I bought the Zerka thing. Or no, then I bought the it looks like General Grievous' speeder. It's like a half circle with like a giant pedestal sticking off of it. I don't know what it's called. After that, then I bought the Zerka speeder. That thing looks like a giant box with just pieces added onto it. After that came the rocket booster, then the Alderaan Tobus, then the Walker, and then the Stab. By the way, the Walker I got from the cartel market. It's awesome. Totally worth the 2,100 cartel coins. Totally worth it. And I have to say, I've tried out all my speeders. The Alderaan Tobus transport would have to be the fastest. The Stab, the slowest. I'm sorry. If you're a new player and that's your first very ever speeder in general, I'd say, keep it because it's kind of handy, but as you get faster speeders, do it. But if you're in like one of those guild raids, like I was last night, that speeder would be perfect transport, just like for recon. It's slow, you want to go in stealthily. If you want to get out of there, use the Alderaan Tobus, the Tobus Alderaan carrier. That thing can move. Trust me, that thing can move. I was on the fleet. I was in the GTN area. I was in my, character bank area. Those areas. Those little kiosks for the character banks. Those stuff. Yeah, I was at that. I bought it, and then I ended up at the. Let's just say when I tried it out, so I tried it out. I put it on. It was really nice looking. So I put it on the Walker. I actually took the Walker for a test drive. And anyway, so the Walker just kept going. So I took it all the way to the lower corner on the bottom right. I tried on the Tobus Alderaan carrier. I ended up at the top of the GTN in 5 seconds. That, and I also hit a bunch of people. Like, I actually saw it. Like, I drove through, like, 90 people before I hit a wall close to the top of the GTN, and I just backed it up, and I typed in general, I am so sorry for those of you I accidentally, in quotations, ran over. And then, like, like, and then asterisk, slash, it's like slash asterisk hitting the wall. I don't have insurance at the moment in this game, so bye. And I just took off running. It was funny. Later, a bunch of people requested duels and tried to sue me. Yeah, sue me. No, they didn't. But actually, there were a couple people who tried to get. Fun fact: there actually were people in the guild. It was like this guy just created like an insurance guild, smugglers and troopers, and it's like an insurance company guild. It's like, what the frick? An insurance company guild? What kind of guild is that? Although I do commend him for the uniqueness, but the price to pay? I have to be a subscriber to pay that. I wonder that guy makes so much money. He must be a subscriber. Because, dude, he said he had over 80 billion credits. I'm like, if you can get me the Havoc Squad armor, that red stuff, and a white primary color and green secondary color module, I will pay you. But first, I need that armor with that specific coloring. So, yeah. First, give me the dye module. And he tried to shoot me. Yeah. Anywho, but going back to all the other stuff. So you get the speeder, the holo dancer, the training droid, the scope, and my favorite thing, a flare gun. Flare gun's good. I tried it out in the raid. It's like the final moment. It's like the supposed dropship pickup thing. I launched a flare, just whee, there it is. There you go. It was really cool. It was really fun. After that, I just left. Because the pickup was there. So I have no idea what's gonna happen later on today. But I will probably upload another thing probably later on today when I'm done. So, see ya.